plastic tarps, gisumahan na po ko sa kong naong. No? Malipay na lang ko nga inig-welcome na amo. Ay, bahala ko ay tarp, basta naa ang mga tao nga, mo welcome. Kunya, gidasig po ni Bishop, mga town mayor sa, kung mahimo lang, likayan na nato ang fireworks. Kaya ang fireworks, dakog damage, dili lang makahugaw sa hangin, makapatay po sa daghang mga langgam. Ang mga langgam ay ato number 1, tree planters. Mas kugihan ang mga langgam magtanom kay natong mga tao. Kay mukaon man sila gliso o mudalag liso sa lain-lain mga dapit. No? So there are tree planters. Kung mawala sila, wa na'y tigtanom daghan para nato. No? So this is part of our efforts. Unya, gidasig na ko maghimutag pocket forest. Pocket forest, gagmay nga mga lasang, o nya mga madre, mga pari, nga mga religious fathers, matag community, ang gidasig na ay pocket forest. Kunya mga kapunungan, CWL, o sa mo din mga Divine Mercy People, sa pa, KOPC, ang KOPC, nakita na ako na diri, no? Ning promise na ako sila, Brad, nga maghimo sila pocket forest pod sa ilahang yuta. Atong pakpakan ng KOPCB, kay ning promise ni sila nako. O ang daghan pa natong mga grupo, imagine if each groupings, no, maghimo og pocket forest, dako kayo gikatabang sa atong diocese, Archdiocese Cebu. Also the parishes. Kung mahimo matag parokya na ay pocket forest, gamay lang god. Basta daghan ta, dako og mahimo. Cebu Caritas, the social action arm of the Archdiocese, has been at the forefront of our response to recent crises, embodying the Church's mission of compassion and service. You know it, immediately following the earthquake in September 30, 2025, Cebu Caritas, in close coordination with the Archbishop, launched major relief and rehabilitation initiatives such as Adopt a Parish and Hatag Paglaom, which have raised over 41 million pesos. Ato nang pakpakan, oy. We were able to assist 21,000 families in northern Cebu affected by the earthquake, and also reach out over 24,000 affected families of Typhoon Tino and the flooding. Bisan sa mga biktima sa Binalio tragedy, we were there providing relief, financial aid, and psychological support to grieving families. We remain grateful, of course, to all our partners in mission, bishops, priests, and parishioners all over the country, LGUs, NGOs, private institutions, local and international funding agencies. Beyond disaster response, Cebu Caritas continues its regular programs in healthcare, education, and social advocacy, while strengthening Parish Caritas networks to better reach communities at the grassroots levels. In our commission on service, I would also like to recognize the quiet yet invaluable work of Abtanan sa Kaluoy, led by Father Pat Ornopia. This apostolate gently and faithfully reaches out to our brothers and sisters on the streets, both children and adults, offering them not only food and place to rest, but also love, dignity, and nourishment for the soul. In the same spirit, we gratefully acknowledge the mission of the Dilaab Foundation under the leadership of Father Melo Diola. Inspired by the Word of God, they continue to form and enlighten consciences in various sectors of society, including our police and uniformed personnel. They also provide meaningful socio-political formation for students, leaders, and the wider community, helping guide them toward truth, integrity, and responsible service. Of course, we recognize the help of simple, Diri sa Cebu, doon natay simple. Mura siya pod og pundok sa mga tao nga naghalad sa ilang kaugalingon pag-edukar sa atong mga botante o sa atong mga kandidato. In the past 7 months, the Commission for the Cultural Heritage of the Church, led by Father Brian Brigoli, has made significant progress in restoring heritage churches damaged by the September 30, 2025 earthquake. Basin makaingon mo, Bishop, kumusta na mga simbahan na nangadaot sa earthquake? Akong pangayoon, pasensya, kay dili dali ang pagpabarug og balik. We had an experience in Bohol. Nabalik na mo tanang simbahan, pero it took us 10 years. And of course, with the help of so many people, including the Philippine government. No? Our commission, headed by Father Brian, has provided technical assistance through structural assessments and documentation, completed artifact and coral stone debris retrieval operations in several northern Cebu parishes to ensure the safeguarding and proper documentation of cultural assets, and finalize inventories and cost estimates under the Adopt a Parish program with Caritas Cebu. The Commission is currently preparing detailed structural engineering plans for 24 churches to guide rehabilitation and set for rollout from late April to June 2026, and has completed procedures to petition several churches for National Cultural Treasure status. Our Commission on Ecumenical and Interreligious Dialogue, led by Father Alvin Raipan, has continued to deepen collaboration with other Christian denominations and faith communities. We see this growth in simple but meaningful ways. The week of prayer for Christian unity has been extended to 9 days because more churches are now willing to host. Our monthly gatherings every first Monday have also become regular moments of prayer, encounter, and friendship. We also continue to participate in national ecumenical gatherings, with another gathering scheduled this coming June 2026. Indeed, my dear friends, unity is growing, not by force, but by friendship, not by uniformity, but by shared faith in Christ. Since its establishment in April 2021, the Ministry for Safeguarding of Minors and Vulnerable Adults, led by Father Sherwin Ferrater, has made steady progress in promoting protection and pastoral care in our archdiocese. A fully operational office and online presence have been set up, and 126 child rights advocates have been formed. 4 archdiocesan children's congresses have also been held, giving young people a voice and a space to be heard. I'm sure many of you are already aware of this problem, the sexual abuse problem in the Catholic Church. Please know that our Archdiocese in Cebu are doing our best to address the problems. No? And an important thing is protection, providing safe spaces, especially for young people and vulnerable adults. Our Commission on Social Communication, led by Monsignor Ting Ancahas, have worked tirelessly to integrate communication into the mission of evangelization, and we are now seeing the fruits of their efforts. Initiatives such as the Mass Media Awards and the Social Communications Congress have been expanded to the metropolitan level, fostering stronger collaboration among our suffragan dioceses. The CADCOM, are you familiar with the word? The Cebu Archdiocesan Digital Communications Ministry. Sus dako kayo og gikatabang nato. And I would like to recognize especially the leadership of Father Junel Fuentes, no? And Sister Melot, they're here. Salamat yung kayo. Ang ato ang social media ministry, di malupig. And we are nationally recognized. Murag 2 successive years na, nakita na himong our days, no? Atong pakpakan sila once again. And they are right now in the process of improving a mission hub in the Archdiocese, no? Maabot ang panahon, matuman nila kana, unya daghan ang mga batanon sa ato ang mga parishes, ug sa uban-ubang mga dapit, sa ato ang metropolitan, makat-on, pinaagi, yan ang maong mission hub din sa ato ang Archdiocese. Finally, ala, grabe, nabuhay na sila. Kay gutom na gyud. Hasta ko, gigutom na ko eh. Pakuhaan ko sa kilo ani. Finally, I would also like to share some encouraging developments from our Office of Economic Affairs headed by Father Joseph Aquino. We have seen significant improvements in the financial and organizational performance of the Archdiocese. By the end of 2025, we were able to fully dako kay tag-utang pero hinay-hinay na bayran ragyod. And as of the moment, the first quarter of this year, we have maintained a reserve fund of over 2 million pesos for the same program. At present, an ongoing inventory of our temporal goods is being conducted, especially parish properties and those under lease. I am also happy to note that parish remittances and rental collections have improved, now reaching a success rate of over 90%. So happy ang atong ekonomos. In response to earlier reports of non-performing and underperforming assets, we have established a finance committee and an investment management team. Their task is to study and explore possible church-related investments, seeking opportunities that are both responsible and sustainable. I hope you understand that Cebu is blessed with so many properties, kana mga yuta ba nga gipang-donate sa atong mga katigulangan kaniadto na pa nato karon. Ato ni silang gamiton tungod kay mao man ituyo sa ilang pag-donate ani nga magamit para sa apostolado sa simbahan. Kung makahimo ta sa paggamit nini sa maayong paagi, nya mo earn, matabangan gyud nato ang atong mga apostolate programs sa Archdiocese. Di na ta magsigilag solicit, no? Hopefully. So ato nang iampo. There are still much to be done in order to uplift and strengthen the life of God's people in our Archdiocese. Hinay-hinay lang ta. Wa pa ko'y 1 year dire, no? Pero daghan mo ingon, Bishop, natigulang na ka. It's okay. Bahala matigulang ko for a good reason. Basta natigulang nga magtrabaho. Di ba? Okay lang ka na. Salamat sa Diyos. Kung natigulang ko, lisod kayo kung tanawon ko ninyo, mag-anam ko kabata diri sa Cebu. That means nag-relax-relax ra ko. I hope nga mapahimuslan ninyo ang akong kabatanon, ang akong energy, o ang akong gamay nga mga talento. No? So, napatay daghan nga pagabuhaton, pananglitan ang atong mga parokya, atong gi-encourage, maghimo sila comprehensive plan. Matag parokya, comprehensive plan, una sa ilahang development diya sa ilang palibot, no? Kaya ang mahitabo kung why comprehensive plan, kay baw si Kuya Lito ani, lisod. Kanya-kanyag tukod ang mga pari, umapuli na napoy gubon, pulihan na pod. So ato silang gi-encourage, maghimog yung comprehensive plan, unya aprubahan sa technical working group sa Archdiocese and with the approval of the bishop. Kanya kadto mga gipang plano didto nga mga elemento, mao to sila atong trabahoon, no, in the coming years. No, so mao na importante nato nga lihokon kana. And then a unified financial system for the Archdiocese, no? Kay ang nahitabo karon kanya-kanya matag parokya lisod dili ta magkasinabot. So kung nata unified financial system, the better. Nya maprotektahan nato ang atuang pundo sa Archdiocese, and I am praying for the full cooperation of our priests, no? Namutabang sila para ang mga tao di pud maglibog, unya maprotektahan nato ang atong pondo. We will be transparent and accountable to our people. No? Alright? Unya, aron nga matagaan nato og seguridad ang ato mga kaparian, ningkamot jud ko nga dili lang ang ilang check-up ang malibre, kung dili ang ilahang hospitalization. Kay luoy ato mga pari, ang ato mga pari kung sige lang sila pasdahat, luoy man, no? Unya magkabuang pa sila og pagtigom para sa ilang ipa-hospital pohon. If we answer their insecurity related to hospitalization, we hope nga mas libre sila nga muhatag sa kaugalingon para sa pagpangalagad sa simbahan. So, future ni nato nga paninguhaon, o dili future, paninguhaon na sugod karon of hopefully matagaan og katumanan. Also, we need to gather more resources because we also have to take good care of our workers diya sa parokya, no? Bisa na nga itong mga volunteers, kinahanglan biya po sila nato o mga honorarium. Kato atong mga regular workers, we hope nga mahatag nato ang angay para nila o matagaan po nato sila security after their term sa ilahang pagtrabaho. No? So, let me end. Second siya gid ni. Just a story. A man was building a house. A passerby asked him, "What are you doing?" And he replied, "I am laying bricks." Further down, another worker was asked the same question, "What are you doing?" And he said, "I am building a wall." And then a third worker was asked the same question, and he smiled and answered, "I am building a home." Same work, same materials, but a very different vision. My dear brothers and sisters, sometimes in the church, we can also think like the first or the second worker, I am just doing my It takes all of us walking together, listening to one another, and working as one for the good of the whole Archdiocese of Cebu. Thank you for your patience. God bless all of you.